Hey guys, I'm P-Freak. Welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Last time, we made it through the Petalburg Woods. We ran into some Devon researcher while we were over there that was being attacked by some Team Aqua Grunt. And then we made our way all the way through the end of it, and we made all the way over here to Rustboro City. Not a lot happened last episode. Anyways, in this part, we are going to explore around Rustboro City, and then hopefully go over to the gym. First place I want to go to is actually the Pokemart. Yep, come on, work with me here. We go inside the Pokemart, talk to this dude. False Swipe is a very handy move. No matter how many times it's used on the opposing Pokemon, it will cause the Pokemon to faint. I'm offering it for free right now. This is a limited time promotion. Yes, so this guy will actually give you the TM for False Swipe. And as he says, False Swipe is a move where the target is left with at least 1 HP every time. It's a good move for if you're trying to capture Pokemon, especially some of the harder to catch Pokemon, because it will always leave them with 1 HP. That's literally its only purpose for existing. Anyway, next place I want to go off to is over here. We can read this. Cutter's house. That's kind of disturbing imagery considering what Cutter can be considered nowadays, but anyways. That determined expression, that limber way you move, and you're a well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No wait, don't say a word. I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you will be capable of putting this HM to good use. No need to be modest or shy. Go on, take it. And this is our introduction to HMs, otherwise known as hidden machines. These suck. Any Pokemon that learned Cut can chop down prickly trees as the trainer has earned the Stone Badge. HMs like this can be used outside of battle too, with the right badges. He forgets to mention several things about HMs. So yes, HMs can be used out in the field. HM Cut is used for this, but we need to actually get the badge from Rustboro City in order to use them. The other thing about HMs, they cannot be deleted. This is to avoid you getting trapped in certain scenarios. So you want to give it to a Pokemon that you're probably not going to be actually using on your team, especially this HM. Some HMs are actually good. Some of them you actually want to have on the Pokemon, especially one we'll be getting later, which we're going to be actually giving to our Mudkip. But Cut is not great, especially for a move where you cannot delete it immediately. It's 50 power, 95% accuracy, so it's barely... I think it's like barely stronger than a Tackle. But we are going to teach it to one of our Zigzagoons because that's the other reason why we have a Zigzagoon is for HM Mules. Basically, that's what these Pokemon are called, where you just give them the HM moves so your main Pokemon don't have to have them. Over here, we have the Pokemon Training School. Well, what'd you say? Whatever. We have the Pokemon Training School. This is just about in every single First Town Pokemon game. First town of the Pokemon game. Hey, I'm not weird, man. I'm the head of the school. To prove that, I'll share some knowledge with you. I'll explain about various badges you can get in the Hoenn region. No thanks. If you want to come back and know about them, please come back. Alright, so this is Trainer School. This one I don't think is that significant. Basically, it's just a place for you to actually learn some basics about Pokemon training, like the status moves in battle, status conditions in battle, various other things that these children will talk about, and even the teacher. You're actually required to go through this in the Generation 7 games, so... And technically, you're also required in Generation 4, at least in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But that's besides the point. Anything else around here? I'm not entirely sure, but to be honest, we're not here for that. We have this building right over here, which is Devon Corporation. For all your living needs, we make it all. We'll be going back here eventually, but for now, I actually want to go just here. We're going to go ahead and go take on the gym. Main reason we're here. Hello. Speaking of schools, hello. You must be a new challenger. I am Roxanne, the Rustboro City Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I may apply in battle all that I've learned at the Pokemon Trainer School. What are you, like 12? If you defeat me in Pokemon battle, I'll present you with gym badge as proof of your strength as a trainer. Please take up the challenge. I look forward to seeing you as a challenger. Until then, farewell. So that implies that she's pretty young. But aren't you supposed to be... You should be an adult... Well, no, I guess not. There's a character in Generation 6 who's a gym leader and still just a kid. I don't know. I don't know what Roxanne's age is. Yo, how's it going? Listen, my friend, would you like to become the champion? I'm no trainer, not me, but I can sure give you winning advice. That's Selvig. We'll aim for the Pokemon Championship together. It's your job as a trainer to collect gym badges, am I right? But gym leaders aren't pushovers, and that's where I come in, to provide expert advice. Roxanne, the gym leader here, is the use of Rock-type Pokemon. Rock-type is very durable, but it can't stand water or Grass-type moves. Come see me afterwards if you beat the gym leader. Well, go for it. Alright, so... Little thing about gyms. They always have like gym trainers here. If you can skip some of these you can skip these gym trainers sometimes. However, when you fight the gym leader, you will no longer be able to go back and actually fight these trainers. So I'm gonna actually go off screen to quickly fight all these trainers before we go and fight Roxanne. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, now with all the gym leaders, gym trainers taken care of, it's time for the main event. Is there actually a way to skip her? Yes, there is. So I guess in this gym, you could literally skip every trainer if you wanted to, but I do not, because that would be missed out experience. Anyways, fancy little fossil thing we have back there. Is this the area where you can actually revive fossils? We'll get into that later on if we ever actually do run into a fossil. Just as I expected. I knew you and your Pokemon would be able to get this far. Now, would you kindly demonstrate how you battle with your Pokemon? Alright, and this is Roxanne. Roxanne has quite a dramatically different appearance than she did back in Generation 3. Which I'm glad, honestly. This looks way better. She's sending out Geodude first. And we, of course, have our Water-type starter, Barraking. Though I still kind of want to rename him later on, but whatever. I might warm up to it later. Anyways, so yeah, if you have Trico or you have Mudkip in this first battle, it's pretty easy. Geodude will have its ability Sturdy, which makes it impossible to one-hit KO it. But Barraking won't let that stop him, except to lower speed. That's a little concerning. But, oh yeah, and also, bosses can actually use healing items in the middle of the battle. Now granted, that's not going to matter because, well, Water Gun's just going to one-shot Geodude again. They'll become more powerful healing items the later on we are in our gym battles, but that's besides the point. And next up is her ace, honestly, is Nosepass. Pokemon actually introduced in Hoenn. I think Nosepass still has Sturdy. Is that Rock Polish I just used? I didn't see that. No, it was Iron Defense? I don't know. Point is, Nosepass is kind of a bit more of a threat. So, I don't want her using another potion on this thing, so what I'm going to actually do is use Mud Slap real quickly. I guess it's a nice thing that we actually have special attacks here. Now, don't think that you're going to be entirely screwed if you did choose Torchic against this, because Torchic does eventually evolve into a part fighting type. So you'll be able to use that against Roxanne if you learn a fight type move. There's also a grass type that you can find within Pelberg Woods if you really need something to help you against Roxanne. But anyways, that was pretty easy. We got Bear King up to level 15. Not bad, not bad. Bear King is currently really overpowered. Poor Gardenia is only level 13 still. So, I lost. Seems I still have much more to learn. Yeah, don't use Monotype. That's the biggest lesson from here. I understand. Pokemon League's rules state that trainers receive this if they defeat Gym Leader. Please accept this official Gym League Stone Badge. Yeah, that was not too difficult. Most first Gym Leaders are not that difficult, especially if you have a Pokemon that's the best against them. Stone Badge enables Pokemon to use the HM move Cut outside of battle. All Pokemon up to level 20, even those you get in trades, will also obey you. And please take this with you too. And we get a TM from her. You'll always get a TM after every gym battle. This one is Rock Tomb. Move Rock Tomb not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers the target's speed. If you use the TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon. You can use the TM as many times as you want, so please try it out. Now, an interesting little thing. I think... Was it in here? Was it in this generation? Yes. So, Rock Tomb used to be this really not that great rock move, because it used to actually have 85 accuracy. They buffed it recently to 95 accuracy, and I only found this out recently, so it's actually not that bad of a rock move, and looks like our Mudkip can actually learn it, so why not? Just have a bit more type coverage and stuff. Might help out with those pesky flying types, or even seeing the bug types again. We're never going to use Growl, so... And probably never going to use Tackle either, but... There we go. Not a bad move to have. Now, there is going to be a better Rock-type move. That's not going to be your permanent Rock-type move. That's a pretty solid one. 65 power, 95 accuracy. Not bad. Especially since they buffed that accuracy. What's going on? Out of the way, move it. Oh, it's this guy again. Great. And it's you again. Double great. What part? Yes, that looks like you're running with extreme urgency. Well, I guess we might as well follow them. Actually, I'm going to heal up real quickly and then we'll follow them. Alright, before we chase the guy that ran away with the parts or whatever, now that we have one badge, we actually have some items we can buy here. We have Great Balls, which have a 1.5 times capture rate compared to Pokeball's 1 times capture rate, and we also have access to Super Potions, which again heal 50 instead of just 20. I'm definitely going to take several of these. And you know what? I'm going to grab some Great Balls too. We are going to be capturing any new Pokemon in the distant future. This is definitely important too. We also have Repels now. These repel Pokemon that are weaker than the first Pokemon in your party, so those will definitely be helpful. Help you not run into as many wild battles. Anyways, yeah, we're not going to be capturing our third-party member for quite some time, if I'm being honest here. Another thing I also want to mention, there is a trade somewhere around here. I do not know which building it is in. We might do some exploring, but there is a trade here that you can actually do in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to get a Makuhita. Makuhita will help you against the gym, especially if you start with Torchic, but then you might want to get rid of it if you start with Torchic, because then you're going to have overlapping types eventually. So it's not a bad trade for you to get. The issue is that the Pokemon you need in order to get the trade is a Slackoth, which is kind of hard to find in the Pelbert Woods. Okay. Guess we get to see that this is a Skitty. Cool. This building houses many employees of the Dem Corporation and their families. Okay, so there were a couple things actually up here that I wanted to see. Yes, you. My dad's a real ace in Devon Corporation, I'll have you know. It's no wonder I'm an ace myself. Here, I'll give you something that an ace trainer like me uses. We get an item known as the Float Stone. If you have a Pokemon hold Float Stone, its weight will be halved. Although it looks like it'll be a while before you can use something like this as well as I can. So yeah, that gets into Pokemon weights. Weights aren't really that important early on, but eventually when you get, there's certain moves that really depend on your Pokemon's weight, so it's not the best item. My daddy works at Devon. This here is something he made. I can't use it, so you can have it. And we get a Premier Ball. You normally get these when you buy 10 Pokeballs at once. I think it's in Generation... It's either Generation 7 or 8, where they started to, every 10 Pokeballs, or every 10 of any type of Pokeball, whether it be regular Pokeball or Great Ball, you would get these. They're basically just fancy-looking Pokeballs. Alright, and before we continue on that way, I actually want to head up north and see what we have up here. To Route 115. Wow, that was a dramatic jump. There's actually not much we can do over here quite yet. We have some ledges over here, but these ledges are what's blocking us off from going any further. We will come back here eventually, maybe. Let's talk to you real quick. Exploring a cave isn't like walking on a road. You never know when wild Pokemon will appear. Suspense! Yeah, that brings up an issue that we have with caves, is that every step is a chance for you to run into wild Pokemon. Alright. Anything down here of importance on the beach? Nope, doesn't look like it. There's an item that we saw over here briefly. Zinc, that's actually kind of good. What Zinc basically does is that we go back into the whole EV's effort values things. I'm pretty sure I mentioned them before, but just a quick recap. Effort values are basically points you get from defeating wild Pokemon that will increase a certain stat. Each Pokemon has a different stat or whatever. You can also increase these effort values through the super training. The Zinc is an item that actually increases effort values for you without you having to go in battle. It increases special defense. If you don't want to actually use this on a Pokemon, you can just sell it. It sells for like 4,800 Pokédollars, which is not bad. I'm going to give it to Gardenia. Give her some extra special defense. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to switch Gardenia to the front of the party because I think Barraking is strong enough for now. Oh, hold on. We got some items that we need to take off. Let's see. You got another potion. Alright, not bad. And you got... Nope, not what I meant to do. You got an escape rope. Okay, that's not bad. Again, if you see any like really high-level items just suddenly appear in my bag, it's probably because of the pickup thing. Oh, you there. You're the fantastic trainer who helped me in Pelbert Woods. Help me. I was robbed by Team Aqua. I have to get the Devon parts back. You're an adult. I said this already. Can't you do this yourself? I didn't even read the last part said. Whoops. Sorry. Alright. We're on a new route now, Route 116. This is quite a significant, or quite a memorable route because we can actually find a Pokemon here called Nincada. And Nincada is interesting, as it's a Pokemon when it evolves... Seriously? Seriously, kid? Anyway, as I was saying, when it evolves, if you have an empty slot in your party and you also have a Pokeball in your bag, you can actually get a second Pokemon, Shedinja. Shedinja is significant because it is a gimmick Pokemon. Gimmick Pokemon are basically Pokemon that are not very great, they're just kind of there for a little special gimmick that the developers want to add in there. I should have probably also mentioned that Gardenia did learn a new move in, what is it called? Disarming Voice. It's basically a Fairy-type move. Fairy-types were introduced in Generation 6, and Disarming Voice is the first Fairy-type move that we have access to right now. The Ralts line does get the Fairy as a secondary type in this generation, so that's kind of why I wanted to have it, because Fairy is kind of the best type. When it was introduced to weaken the overpowered Dragon type. Anyway, as I was saying, Shedinja is a gimmick Pokemon where it has 1 HP, period. Only 1 HP. But it has an ability called Wonder Guard where only super effective moves will hit. That sounds great in theory, but this does not exclude passive damaging moves. There's a move called Stealth Rocks, where basically every time a Pokemon goes into battle, if you have Stealth Rocks on your side of the field, that Pokemon will take damage based on how weak they are to Rock-type moves. Lucky Chant. Lucky Chant, I think, makes it so we don't get hit with crits. I guess I'll get rid of Growl for that. Don't think I'll ever use it, but it might be nice. But yeah, so Shedinja is a gimmicky Pokemon, but not a very good gimmicky Pokemon at that. Ouch, a scrape. I have to put on a bandage. Why not just take the one off your nose? Alright, now that we wasted time there, got a potion. All that for a potion. All that for just a drop of blood. Alright. Let's see, can I make it through here? Okay. That's another trainer I want to try to avoid. You're a trainer as well that I want to try to avoid. I think that's a Nincada. A Repel, good. As I was saying, Repels are going to be super useful. They're going to be a really good friend of ours. Can I avoid you? Let's actually put on a Repel right now. I don't want to encounter too many wild Pokemon. Got pretty lucky with our wild Pokemon so far. Fun little thing, in Generation 5 and onward, you can actually organize these things automatically. So I'm going to organize it by name for now, I guess. But I do like to move the Repels to higher up in the bag if I can. Can I avoid you? I can. Okay. Like I said, fight all these guys off screen, yada yada, you know the drill. And I can't avoid you, so I'm going to do so. What do we have over here? What's going on? I was digging a tunnel without tools, and then some goon ordered me out. That tunnel is filled with Pokemon that react badly to loud noises. It can cause an uproar. That's why we stopped using heavy equipment for tunneling. I'm worried that the goon will do something stupid and startle the Pokemon into an uproar. That's concerning. But hey, now that we have the ability to use cut, we can actually cut these trees real quickly. Let's see what's over here. Up here? Is this just a way for us to avoid the trainer down there? Because I guarantee you that's a trainer. Looks like it. Yep, okay. That was just a way for us to avoid the trainer, and I guess this is also a way for us to avoid this other trainer. What's the point? We kind of need cut to get in here in the first place, so... Okay. And I see some Chesta berries up there. Yep. Got 3 Chesta berries, nice. God, they're really generous with the berries here. I forget the last time they were super generous with berries, because usually whenever you get to a new berry plant, they'll only give you like one of the berry, and you have to replant it in order to get more of that berry. Alright, and what's this item down here? An Ether, okay. Ether restores power points to your moves. You're only limited to a certain amount of times you can actually use a move before you can no longer use that move without healing it. So that's what Ethers are for, though there's a tendency to... I have a tendency not to use Ethers, and there actually is a berry that completely makes them irrelevant. What do we have over here before we go over to where that man is? We have this right here. There's something fishy about the spot. Maybe with the right Pokemon move. We'll get into what that is later on. It's actually a really, really cool thing that I hope they bring back with the new Pokemon games. X special attack. That raises our special attack by 1 stage in battle. I should probably also mention I don't use X moves that much. I usually just sell them whenever I get them in the wild. Oh, what am I to do? We were just out on a walk, Pico and I, when we were attacked by an odd thing. And then the scoundrel made off with my darling Pico. Where are you? Pico! Alright, I guess we have to go save the day again. Welcome to Rustboro Tunnel. There is one Pokemon in this whole place, and that is Whismur. Whismur is a normal type Pokemon that's not very great. That's all I have to say. Alright, we have an item over here, and this right here. Cracked Boulder. Pokemon may be able to break it. We will not be able to deal with that thing later. That's another HM thing. But a regular Pokeball. That's neat. Alright, and over here, we found the goon. What? Are you coming? Come and get some then. Yes, give me the Wingull and whatever else you stole. This hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a getaway into this tunnel to nowhere. And you, now you're here to battle me? Really? Yeah, it's kind of our job, I guess. Just battle these random goons or whatever. And Poochyena. So, normally with routes, we would actually be screwed fighting a dark type because we wouldn't have anything to actually affect this dark type. Except, now that we're part fairy type, we have Disarming Voice, which is actually super effective against dark types. Which is really good because later on we would have to rely on a fight type move that is horribly inaccurate to actually do any damage to dark types. Or Signal Beam if you can learn Signal Beam, which is a bug type special move. Which is, funny enough, kind of hard to find on psychic types. And that was a useless critical hit, but hey, Ross just loves me that much, apparently. Alright, and we defeated the grunt. Ugh. Is this the end of my evil deeds? Maybe. You're probably gonna get fired at this point by whoever hired you. This is plain not right. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I have to do is steal some parts from Devon. You want him back that badly? Then take him. And we got the Devon parts. Yay. You're welcome, Wingle, I guess? Pico, am I glad you're safe. My Pico owes her life and freedom to you, lad. They call me Mr. Briny, and you are? Ah, so it's P-Freak, is it now? Then I sincerely thank you, P-Freak. If there's a thing I can do to help you in turn, don't hesitate to tell me. If I'm to be found, it will always be in my cottage by the sea near Pelberg Woods. Come on, Pico. High time we are on our way home to home. This is the guy who said that was that'd be constantly chasing his bird. If we move further into Rustboro Tunnel, you'll see that we cannot move on until we have that move I mentioned before. Anyways, now that we got that taken care of, let's head on back over to Rustboro. Oh, well, we're headed out. That goofy goon hightailed in the tunnel. I can go back to digging. Yes, you can, and now we can actually access to see what's inside this house. That Rustboro Tunnel there. At first, we had a huge crew working on boring through the rock with the latest machinery, but we had to stop. Turns out we would have a negative effect on the wild Pokemon in the area, so we left lazing around here doing nothing. I mean, you could just dig with, like, shovels and pickaxes. Shoulders and pickaxes, really. To get to Verdant Turf without using the tunnel, you'd have to cross the sea to Dewford, sail on the Slayport, and then travel through Mauville. God, that seems like an awful lot of work. Hopefully you guys finish this tunnel soon, before I have to do all that. There's a man who dug his way to Verdant Turf all by his lonesome. He was desperate to get through. He said that if you dig little by little without using machines, you won't disturb Pokemon, and you'll avoid harming the natural environment. That's fair. I guess that's like subtle commentary on, like, human intervention with nature or whatever. I don't know. I'll see you guys back over at Rustboro. Alright, and we're back, and the guy's not here. That's just great. Oh, there you are. Oh, how did it go? Did you get my Devon parts? You did! You got him back! You really are a great trainer. I know. As my thanks, I'll give you a Great Ball. We already got one of these, but thank you anyways. Hey, we got the Great Ball. Nice. Oh yes, young man, please come with me. Do I have to right now? I guess I don't have much of a choice. That's a building? God, it looks so small with, like, how everything is scaled around here. Alright, I guess we follow the creepy guy into the building. This is the top floor of the Devon Corporation. Our president's office is on this floor. I can't tell you how grateful I am for what you've done for our company. Could you wait here just a moment? Sure. Are you gonna tell your president that this kid has been the one saving your ass? You know that's not gonna make you look good. Our president would like to have a word with you. Please come with me. Alright, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Please, go ahead. Hi! God, you look old. I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation. I heard now how we have quite a bit to thank you for. So you helped me out my staff not once, but twice. There's a favor I'd like to ask of a reliable trainer like you. Now, I want you to know I am a president you can trust. Are you sure about that? I'd never be so mean as to ask a favor for nothing in return. Here, give me your Pokédev. Plus for a moment. I'm sorry, I'm used to Pokédev just being one thing. Pokédev Plus. The function that I just added to your Pokédev Plus is called BuzzNav. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer who's traveling out in the world. Use it and you'll be able to get the latest news from around the region and from your own friends, anytime and any place. Now, let me get to the important issue of what it is I need you to do. I want to ask you to deliver this letter to a man named Steven. You should find him in Dewford. Alright, we gotta just deliver his letter? What am I, your frickin' lackey? Whatever. I don't get paid enough for this. You have to cross the sea to reach Dewford, of course. I'll ask Mr. Briny, the old sailor who lives on that hut in Route 104, to help with the crossing. Go find him and he should agree to help you. I'm counting on you, young man. And I've skipped past the last part by accident. But looks like we got our next objective ahead of us. We need to head over to Dewford, which I believe is where the next gym leader takes place as well, and also deliver this letter. That's gonna be it for now, though. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel and follow me on all social media links. All that will be in the description. Next time, it's all the way off to Dewford. I'll see you guys then.